Mike's Billiards, proud sponsor of NETsn. With 25 years experience in the pool table moving and service industry, Big Mike strives to ensure complete satisfaction. The quality and care he and his team put into every move and every service call is the highest standard of service in the industry. Big Mike sells and services some of the best pool tables available today. He is an expert at caring for and moving any type of billiard table, whether it is across the room or across the country. At Big Mike's Billiards, no pool table repair job is too big or too small. Whether your table needs new cushions, felt, or to be professionally aligned and leveled, Big Mike is the guy to trust. Call Big Mike's today at 903-842-4499. That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we're back here on NETsn as we have a return up to about the 27-yard line. That's going to be Marcelo Martinez again.
Yeah, Marcelo took that on a hop, Brett, at about the 5, and I was really worried. That was one of those where you're not sure if he should have played it, but able to get it out to positive plus territories at the 27, so better than a touchback.
So the guard looked to try to answer that drive. We'll see if Cam Ryle and company have Durrett goes in motion. He looks over there for a second. Ryle takes it up the middle. Nice run. A solid run up the middle for Ryle.
Yeah, Cam that was a designed keeper the whole way.
He had Durrett go in motion, though, kind of make some of the guys think about him for a minute.
Yeah, that same look that Grace Prep gave Brook Hill so much on that last drive. Saw Durrett run it to perfection there as well. There he goes again.
Yep, and Ryle looks over there again. Same play. This time Grace Prep was ready for it.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, said the Lions.
Oof.
And good idea there to go back to the well, but
yeah,
the Lions defense ready for it.
Didn't quite work there. So now we've got a third down and a long one or a short two. It looks like I'm in between there. So Ryle hands off. Durrett this time.
He's got it, and he's popped.
Nice run by Durrett. And you're right, the lumber was laid there.
Yeah, he took a shot in the middle, did Durrett.
And he's going to take a break. Offrey, I'm sorry, is going to come in for him. And he's done a good job this year of spelling Durrett. And he's going to get the carry right off the bat, and nothing there. Just no room for him.
Yeah, and Ryle tried to bootleg out of that, try to maybe take some of the defenders with him, but they were not having it. Stayed home. Did the Lions.
So second down after no gain there. Still at the 40.
Yeah, Tripp's right over here. Let's see if Ryle puts it up.
Yeah, still waiting for that first pass here. And he's going to drop back.
Check that. He's got an H-back over there.
He's got it wide open. Caught up the middle. Going to take it down at the 40-yard line. That's Offrey there, the tailback.
Yeah, it looked like they got a piece of Offrey's face mask at the end of that. I was looking for the flag, Brett, but nothing doing.
I don't see one. I don't know. Do they have flags tonight out there? We haven't seen one yet.
You would hope so. It's the playoffs.
Ryle handoff. That's Offrey again. He's got a couple yards.
Yeah, he did a nice job at Offrey of trying to stretch that to the right, then putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield for something, and that's what you got to do.
I will say, though, we did a game last night. There was not a single penalty in the whole game.
Wow, how about that?
There was one flag thrown, and they waved it off.
Wow.
So, I mean.
Do not see that very often.
You don't.
Yeah, so we're down under a minute here in the first quarter. Brook Hill looking still for their first score.
So here we go, Ryle in the gun. He's going to fake the handoff and keep it up the middle, and he is stuck.
Yeah, he took a shot.
That was 22. Kaysen Melton, the linebacker. He introduced himself to a real personal way there.
Yeah, Melton, one of the team captains for this Grace Prep squad, and middle linebacker, leader. You're expected to make a play like that.
So it's a third down here and 7 to go.
Here comes the blitz.
They like to do that sometimes where they try to draw them off. Didn't quite work. Grace Prep stayed at home.
5 on the play clock, Brett.
They better get it off here. And they will, just barely. Rouse going deep. He's got a man over here on the sideline, just a little bit too far. Incomplete, intended for number 17, Luke McNeil. And he had a step on him, just couldn't connect there.
Yeah, that's not a bad shot to take. We've seen a lot of running between the tackles here early from Brook Hill, so maybe able to soften up those outsides. Just a little tall.
Yeah, we got a big 4th down and 7 here, but we're gonna start that here in the next quarter. After 1 quarter play, Grace Prep leads Brook Hill 7-0 right here on NETsn. Back for the 2nd quarter of play here in Bullard. Brett Sweeney alongside of me is Aaron Swink here. Our man Vincent Johnson had a flat tonight. He's going to be here at some point to help us out too, but it's 2nd quarter action here. A big 4th and 7, kind of a tough snap and a drop.
Well, that's
I don't know if he'd have had room to get the first anyway.
Well,
but
I was going to say, that is a bold move from Coach Scott Ryle here early in the ball game, but that just tells you he trusts his offense, and unfortunately that time not able to make the connection there.
Yeah, Blake Witten there when the intended receiver just couldn't come up with the catch, and he'll turn it over in downs and give it back to this Grace Prep offense, which last time the 1-2 punch last drive between LaHue and Prince was pretty potent.
Yeah, Brett, I'm looking for the Brook Hill linebackers to stay home. And like I said, you might have to spy LaHue on this drive. Let's see what they do.
Here we go. LaHue's going to hand off, and immediately the runner's hit. That's number 5.
That's Vaughn.
And that's one of those plays. You got to make that tackle. They had contact in the backfield and just weren't able to wrap him up there.
Yeah, Vaughn is a big guy.
Ooh.
And if he gets ahead of steam, you see what he can do.
So they did throw somebody else in there, and Brook Hill had it read. They were there at the right spot. Just couldn't make the tackle, and that's the kind of plays you have to make here in playoffs. So now 1st and 10 from the 50 here. Handoff, that's Prince, and somehow he squeaked in and got a couple.
Yeah, you know, Brett, with both of these backs that have touched the ball so far have got a knack for making something out of nothing. I mean, Prince right there, he was dead to rights.
I didn't even see anything there. So, I mean,
yeah.
From here, he looked like there was nowhere to go, and he just squeaks on through and gets 2 yards. So 2nd down and 8. And that's a handoff to Prince, and he's met immediately by the guard up front. He's going to drag him down for a short 1-yard gain.
Yeah, there's the 3rd down gong again.
There it is.
Brett
man.
Feel like I'm up in the bell tower of Notre Dame or something, you know.
I didn't hear the first part of it while ago, so it was kind of the after effect, and I wasn't paying attention to the first. I didn't know what that was.
Just thought your ears were ringing.
Yeah. So a big 3rd down right here for Brook Hill. See if they can get a stop here on D. Bring a little pressure. Quarterback rolls out, and just incomplete, just dropped.
Yeah, and Brook Hill really dodged a bullet right there.
Mark Neely had the catch and had the first down probably there, and just dropped it. Oh, and now we've got some Star Wars action.
Yeah, you got the Imperial Death March.
Man, all right.
So tip of the NETsn cap to Wally Dawkins on that one. That's a good choice.
Yeah. So back deep for the guard is number 18. That is Blake Witten.
And, of course, Witten was the intended receiver on that 4th down conversion, so he'd like to have a big return here to make up for that drop. Brook Hill looked like they jumped.
They didn't snap the ball, so they were able to get back. And a punt away from Neely.
Yeah, Witten calls for fair catch, and then he's just going to take it inside the 10.
I don't know, that he might have had more room than he thought there. He might could have gotten some yards on that.
Yeah, that was really a nice punt because it just died. It took one hop and died. So if Witten had, that's one of those where you're kind of caught in between. Do you make the poison call and get away, or do you step in there and try to make the return? And Witten really kind of was just caught in two minds there. Didn't seem like he quite knew how he wanted to approach it.
At least he caught it and didn't muff it and give it right back. That's the good thing. Bad news is Brook Hill starts at their own 9.
It'd just be a 91-yard scoring drive.
Would look good in the stat sheet.
Sure would.
Looks like they're looking for another player here, and they're going to be forced to call a timeout. Coach Ryle's not going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there getting the back in, and, yeah, you hate to burn that one.
So we're going to take a timeout with them. 9:56 left here in the first half. Brook Hill trails, but they have the ball right here on NETsn. Texas Ox Home and Construction. Local builder in the Bullard, Flint, White House, Chapel Hill area. Building custom homes, specialized homes, and investment properties. Feel free to reach out and get started today at 903-216-8655 or send them an email at texoxhomes@gmail.com. So 1st and 10, handoff. That's going to be Trey Watley on the carry, the freshman. He's going to get across the 10 and looks like maybe to the 11, maybe give him 2.
Yeah, he just tried to stretch that, and the Lions did a nice job just getting lateral down the line there, Brett, and not a lot going.
I'm going to try to see if we can get some scores. Aaron, there's lots of games going on right now while we get some time here in a minute. So 2nd down and 8 for the guard. Fake to Watley and caught outside. That's number 2 on the catch. That is Ryder Williams.
Yeah, Williams will have the 1st down. A nice screen was set up out there on this near side, and wondered when we would see that, as Brook Hill had been setting that up with those between the tackles runs, and then Ryle let it fly.
So good 1st down reception for Williams. Watley's getting the carry that time, and there was nothing there. He's going to maybe lose a yard there. Grace Prep did a good job of penetrating that offensive line of Brook Hill, and there's just nothing there for Watley.
Yeah, Brett, this turned out to be a beautiful night for playoff football. Nice and cool, just like it should be on November the 10th.
Yeah, it took a while to get here, though.
It sure did.
So 2nd down and 11. Brook Hill's going to spread out 4 wide, and Ryle's going to keep it. Looking for some holes. He found a hole. He's crossed the 40 and taken out of bounds close to the sideline at around the 44.
Yeah, that's a big, big momentum shifter for Brook Hill. It could be, as Cam Ryle had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, he had a great job of spreading it out. It's good formation there. Like, hurry up here is Ryle. Oh, and we got some movement. That's going to back him up 5, and not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, a lot of times when you try to go that fast and you've got so many moving parts that have got to get set, unfortunately that can happen.
Yeah, Coach Agnew was not happy down there on the sideline. I could see him down there in his orange hoodie and long sleeve shirt there.
Yeah, he's the one with smoke coming out of his ears right now.
That's Coach Agnew, the offensive coordinator. We have lots of folks listening and watching tonight. Make sure you like our video tonight, and also chat with us. We're looking to see who's watching as they hand off up the middle. I believe that was Offrey again.
Yeah, they tried that misdirection with the motion there from the right side, Brett, and the Lions again not having it. This linebacker core is pretty disciplined for Grace Prep, and I'm really impressed so far.
I'm interested, Aaron. We hadn't seen Braxton Durrett out there in a few plays. I wonder if he's okay.
Yeah, he was spelled there on that last drive, and we thought he just needed to catch his breath, but you hope that was all it was.
So we'll see if he can get back in. As Ryle's going to drop back to pass. Looks over here to his left, and looking for Witten again. Just couldn't connect with him.
Yeah, he wanted to take a shot, did Ryle, and everybody was covered up downfield, and so Witten is checked down man, but unfortunately not able to make the connection.
Yeah, he put it where he had to, where the defense couldn't get to it, but unfortunately neither could Witten there. It's tough. So 3rd down and 15. Big play here needed from the guard. Ryle's going to drop back, looking for a little screen, and there's nothing there.
Yeah,
Grace Prep was all over that one.
Boy, that's good coverage. As you had trips right, and you thought, looking at the way Brook Hill set up, that he wanted to take a shot, and really, as it turned out, all he could do is try to throw back across to a short man, but yeah, they had him covered too.
Yeah, that was good defense by Grace Prep. Really was. They had everybody covered. They had the deep throw covered, and they were sitting all over that screen. So it's going to bring in Marlon Rataj to punt the ball here.
Yeah, of course, Marlon had that great earlier punt, but that pinned them deep. Let's see, they bring a little bit of pressure that time.
I think they might have got a piece of it because that was not a normal Marlon Rataj punt. And so it's going to be down by the guard at around the 45-yard line. So that's where Grace Prep will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, he had 2 guys in his face right as he went to punt there, did Rataj. And
it was really lucky he got it away.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing I like about Rataj is that he's just a guy that'll go straight on and punt it away. We've seen a lot of guys try that rugby style with the run out, and he wouldn't have had time for that. And we saw a lot of that. I saw a lot of that this season.
That scares me sometimes.
Yeah, that causes a lot of trouble in Jacksonville, unfortunately, this season.
So here we go. Grace Prep will start with it. LaHue's going to hand off to Prince.
He'll pick up about 5. Just, again, right up the middle. And, I mean, they're just taking what the guard gives them. You've seen – I don't know. Have we seen a deep shot? I don't know that we've seen LaHue take a real deep shot yet.
No, we hadn't had to.
Yeah.
What they're doing is working. And the thing is if you're Brook Hill, I mean, you're only down 7-0. I mean, they haven't really done anything, and the defense has kept them in it, really.
Yeah, and Brook Hill just
Prince again is going to pick up another 3 yards.
Yeah, sorry, Brett. I was just going to say Brook Hill loading the box and just almost daring the Lions to throw, but LaHue and Prince right now don't look like they need to.
Yeah. There'll come a point where at some point in the game they're going to have to be able to throw it. They'll force them to it at some point. It'll just see if they can connect. I mean, you've got everybody within, 10 yards of the line of scrimmage here.
Yeah, they're loaded up with the guard.
And a little pitch in there. That's Vaughn, and he's going to be short.
Yeah, they stuck him,
Did
the guard.
Nice job. It's going to be marked at the 47-yard line, so it's going to be 2 yards short, Aaron. Let's see if they go for it. Looks like they're going to run I don't know. Looks like maybe a big package, but.
Yeah, LaHue's going to stay out there. He could quick kick. I don't know if that's a tool they've got in their arsenal, but it's always possible when I see a quarterback stay out.
Well, when they took Prince out, which is weird to me, that I don't know. I think more of a quick kick is probably a.
Yeah, of course, Brook Hill doesn't have anybody back, so
And they're going to go for it, and Hugh picks up the first down.
He's
wow.
got it. Just a straight run. Daring you to stop them are the Lions right now. And, Brett, right now, Brook Hill having a hard time finding an answer.
Yeah, they've done a good job of sustaining these drives, holding the clock. And Brook Hill's offense hasn't really been out there a whole lot.
That's right. Well, I was just about to say, this second quarter just bleeding away just like the first with all this running.
So 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 43-yard line. Hugh's going to throw. He's got a man he's caught. That's number 1 for the Lions, Joseph Irvin.
Yeah, Irvin just found a hole in the zone, and he just sat underneath and waited for that as Brook Hill had given him a little bit of cushion, and he took it.
And it seems like that they're content with running the ball and then just throwing those little short passes and let their guys do what they need to do.
Yeah, I mean, these are guys that are confident in their ability to run the ball, whether that's from the running back position, the quarterback position, or after a short catch, and so that's how they're going to do it.
So Hugh's going to keep after the fake handoff there, and he's not going anywhere that time.
Yeah, well, that's what we were talking about earlier on that scoring drive, is a lot of that motion would get Brook Hill off balance or get him going, get your eyes going with another guy. And they did a really good job of shaking that off and staying with LeHue that time.
So only a gain of 1 there, so 2nd down and 9. LeHue's going to throw outside. It's like Prince on the outside. He breaks 1 tackle.
Yeah.
And then brought down by Marlon Rataj, I think, out there.
There was a good screen out there, Brett, but Brook Hill still got a man to Prince. But again, that first contact did not result in a tackle. We've seen that a couple of times already. And, boy, you got to wrap them up.
Yeah, you really do. And that's at least the Rataj is there to clean that up. It's going to bring up now a 3rd down and 2. Ball spotted at the 24-yard line of the guard. Man in motion, that's Vaughn again. And they're going to toss it outside, and Prince just drops it out there.
Yeah, that's probably the first miscue that we've really seen from this Lion offense, is Prince just couldn't haul that one in. And so that'll bring up 3rd down, and there it is again, the Imperial Death March for the guard. Hopefully the defense could get pumped up.
And we'll see what they do here. I don't know. They're going to that same package they did a while ago. So they're not going to kick. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 2.
Yeah, we've seen this. If you're Brook Hill, remember what he did last time.
And they're going the other side. LeHue got the first.
He's got it, yep.
Man, it's tough.
Yeah, you know it's coming. And there's just not a whole lot going right for the Brook Hill defense right now against that run from LeHue.
They're making them work for it, but unfortunately, they're running all the clock down doing it.
Yeah, this possession game that the Lions have going. We talked about, we know Brook Hill can score points, and so the Lions obviously are aware of that. Of course, these teams met in week 6, but
LeHue fakes is going to hand it off to Prince there. And Prince is going to gain a few yards.
But, yeah, Brett, with the way Brook Hill can score, I mean, that's how you beat a team like this. You just keep that offense on the sideline.
Yeah. I've done a lot of Chapel Hill games this year, and that's kind of what the teams have tried to do against them is you don't want them on the field. You'd rather have them off. So
I'm well aware, sir.
Not many were able to do it. Lindale and Kilgore were, but that's about it so far this season. But LeHue's going to fake it. Then he pitches it to Vaughn. That was a little interesting trick play and nice tackle by Brook Hill, and
finally got him out of bounds there.
Yeah.
Did the guard. Vaughn
tackled by. It was number 5, I think, Colton Richards. And then he had a whole bunch of friends that came over.
He got a little help, and he needed it because Dominic Vaughn, he's a man on a mission.
Yeah, he's good. And now the clock is more of a factor here now. We're rolling now under a minute to go. So we got 3rd and short here. We'll see. It may have to force Grace Prep to throw the ball here at some point.
Well,
LeHue,
not on this play.
they're going to get the first, and that'll stop the clock there. And they've got some timeouts, so they'll use one here.
Of course, we're in this is a TAPS Division III area playoff, and it's 12-minute quarters just like it is in the UIL. But man,
it went really fast.
This is flying.
Yeah, it's so the game kickoff at 7:30. It is now 8:07.
Wow.
So
and we are about a minute away, less than a minute away from the half.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is right here, you've got a 1st and goal. If you're Brook Hill, if you can somehow keep them out of the end zone here, it's a win.
Yeah.
You're only down 7.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you haven't really seen a whole lot of you've seen a few good spurts from Brook Hill's offense, but not much. And honestly, for the score to be 7-0 right now, you got to be thinking that's a win. So, but if you get down here and you let them punch this in, that's going to be tough going into the half like this. So
yeah,
a good stand right here for the defense.
The guard need to stiffen here for sure, Brett.
So one timeout left for Grace Prep now. So, they can run it one more time here, but then you have to start wondering if they can afford to run it. Here's Prince, and he's tripped up. They're going to mark him down about 3, and they'll hurry up here.
Yeah, Martinez just kind of shoestrung him there, or he's celebrating right now.
And so they've got a play. They look confused. They get it snapped. There was movement. I think Brook Hill wanted some movement. The guard stopped them, and there's a flag down.
Yeah, I think they're going to get it. That procedure call is going to go against the Lions.
There was a lot of things going on down there. We'll see what they call. It's like illegal substitution. Is that what they're signaling? Is that?
Yeah, you had mentioned the confusion. Let's see the call here, but yeah, that could very well be what the situation is.
Nope, it's going to be
procedure. Yep.
Illegal procedure is the call against the line.
So the break for Grace Prep is it stops the clock. I mean,
right.
They didn't have to use a timeout, but it does back them up a little bit. So now they're going to be back at they mark at the 8-yard line, I think there. So now you got one timeout, 13 seconds left. You can run it once, but they're kind of spot where they're going to have to throw, and they haven't had a lot of success. They've had some.
Yeah, we've seen the drop, and then I think one other shot, but the drop there at the marker by Prince. So yeah, I mean we've not seen I almost said Mayhew, but LeHue have to put it up much. So let's see if the guard can make him uncomfortable here.
So 2nd and goal from the 8, 13 seconds to go here, and you got LeHue. Looks like he's going to line up in the gun with Prince to his right. Everybody's on the right side. There's nobody on that left out there.
There is a lot of real estate. I was just about to say the exact same thing. There's a lot of real estate towards the Kyle Lake Athletic Center on the far side.
Yeah, there is. We'll see what they do. LeHue, he's going to come near side, looks back, and Oots with a tip.
That's batted at the line.
Dylan Oots with a big play.
Wow. Yeah, he got up, did Oots.
Coming off. Now, do you know the story with Oots?
I don't.
He's like a bull rider.
Okay.
Really good one from what I hear.
Well, that explains how he gets the hand up and he just gets.
Yeah, and he got injured a few weeks ago. He's been out. He's just returned from a back injury, and he just got up right there.
How about that?
So shout out to my man Oots.
Are tough, man.
So
Dylan Oots, how about that?
So they're going to line up and take the points here. I think it's a smart play if you're Grace Prep. You don't want to risk not getting anything out of this big, long drive. They're going to mark it at around the 15, a 25-yard field goal attempt, and it's good.
He's got it.
With 8 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yeah, hey, that's a win, Brett, if you're this Brook Hill defense.
Exactly. That's kind of what we thought. I mean, when we just were talking a minute ago, you keep them out of the end zone, right? And that's what they did. The defense stepped up when they needed to, and they kept them out. So they're going to actually have 5 seconds here on the official clock. So, man, what a half. I mean, it's 10-0. But if you're Brook Hill, I still think it's a positive half because this has been all Grace Prep so far.
It has. Yeah, this could be a lot worse.
Let's see if I can go over and check on our other game on NETsn here. Got a good one over there as we have Center and Gilmer tonight in a most likely a shootout. I hadn't really kept up with it, but well, it is for Gilmer. As Gilmer's the clock says 23 seconds to go. Gilmer's up 41-14, Aaron.
So in Jacksonville over the years, Brett, we call that getting Gilmered. We've seen that many, many times.
Wow. Kick off, and Brook Hill will field it around the 17, and they'll run it up, and that's going to be the end of the first half here in Bullard.
Yeah, so that first half will give you whiplash. That thing flew by.
It sure will. And let's pull up some scores here, Aaron, before we kind of take a break for the half. A lot of games going on tonight, and let's just check out some of them we got here. We got halftime Chapel Hill. It's one of our games, 14-0. That's in Jacksonville over LCM. We just talked about Gilmer up 41-14. Pleasant Grove up at half over Rusk, 34-7. DeKalb with a slim lead over ARP, 14-13.
The Bears.
We've got Legacy Trails at halftime for in Wiley, 7-0. What's Wiley East they're playing? We've got Tyler Grace Community, another TAP school down the road, kind of a Brook Hill rivalry.
Those guys, yeah.
Yeah, those other guys.
Yeah.
They're up 24-21 playing Midland Christian. That's in the fourth quarter. Timpson's up by a little bit, Aaron.
Yeah.
54-0. That's 40 seconds left in the second quarter.
Hey, that's Timpson being Timpson. I mean, that is a program down there.
Mount Vernon 14-7 over Gladewater. Let's see what else we got here. Overton won last night, 40-9 over Evadale. They're present for winning their first playoff game in a while. They get marked next round.
Yeah.
I mean,
congratulations.
New Boston right now is leading over Troop 28-21, and it's almost halftime there. That's a little bit of a surprise as Troop coming in at 9-1 and has a really good squad there. Coach Wells and company, Trey Davis, the stud receiver. You got Herndon, the quarterback. A little surprising there. Harmony is winning over Hemp Hill 39-6 in the second quarter there. We've got Dangerfield beat New Waverly, and that was last night, 48-0. Melissa's beating White House 14-7 in the middle of the second, so that's not bad for the Wildcats.
That's a bit of a surprise. I mean, the Wildcats hanging in there. That's a game that I think a lot of people probably thought Melissa would just run away with.
Yeah. So we'll talk about this one for a minute, and we'll take a break. So what do you think the Guard need to do, Aaron? Obviously, they need to score points. We know we can be obvious with that.
Yeah.
Was there something that you can see that they need to do a little bit more of or a little bit better in the second half?
Well, I think I'm going to already sound like a broken record here, Brett, but it's just figuring out a way to stop this running game. You really have a two-headed monster, maybe three if you count the times that Vaughn has been in, but you've got the quarterback.
LaHue.
Yeah, that's the guy. LaHue and Prince. And, I mean, you've really just got to figure out a way to stop these guys because that seems to be what Grace Prep wants to just keep going to is that running attack. I'm not sure, Brett, that they feel very confident with LaHue putting the ball in the air, which is kind of surprising to me because, I mean, he came in. Let's see if we've got – I know I had some stats for these guys. Here they are. They did a really good job getting us some stats.
I got them right here.
Let's take a look at LaHue for the season. I mean, he came in passing. I mean, he was one of the leaders for sure. Was LaHue as he was 20 of 42 for 227. So he had.
But he didn't play quarterback the whole year.
That's right. He had been at receiver. So yeah, I mean, he really only looking back, he's only got one passing touchdown on the season. So.
When you do that well in the run game, you kind of use that pass every once in a while just to keep their team honest, right? I mean, you don't have to do a whole lot of it if you can you can do it.
Yeah, I was looking. So we're here in the headmaster suite. at Brook Hill. And, of course, there's some memorabilia around, some old photos from the first few years of the program. And I'll tell you, in the early days of the program, Coach Jim Klazak was the head coach here at Brook Hill. He was the guy. There's a large helmet in the suite here that's the Michigan style, the winged helmet, if you've seen the Michigan helmets. But when Coach Klazak was here, he was a ground and pound guy. He made no made no bones about it, and he just liked to run the ball up the middle. And hey, we're seeing ground and pound again tonight, and it's coming from Grace Prep. And yeah, Brook Hill fans are used to seeing it, but boy, having it come on the other side is a little bit different.
So, yeah, I think my key is I think the defense is playing well for Brook Hill. They've allowed some long drives, but they have held them to only 10 points. And for me, as good as the Grace Prep offense looked, only being down 10-0, and the Brook Hill offense just hasn't gotten going. I think they've got to get going. I think they're going to have to open up the passing game a little bit, get some passes to kind of open up the run for Watley, for Durrett and company. I think they're clogging up the middle on them, kind of keying on the runs. They're going to have to get some passes going to free that up a little bit, I think.
I would agree, Brett. And the other thing is that time is going to be at a premium the way that Grace Prep is able to control the clock. And so when you get opportunities, if you're Brook Hill, you've got to convert into points. And you can't waste time, because we saw what they can do with 24 minutes of football. They can eat up a good 90% of it.
You're right. So we're going to take a break here at half. Again, that's 10-0 Grace Prep here on NETsn. Stay with us. We'll be back for the third quarter here in just a little bit.
Here at L4 Media, we talk high school football, 4A, 3A, and 2A in Texas. We talk East Texas sports. We talk NFL, guy talk, movie, and booze. We also talk wrestling and so much more. So like and subscribe and check us out.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.
We're back here on NETsn, and Vincent Johnson has arrived.
I'm here.
Man,
I'm here. I made it.
how's it feel to be here at the game?
Excited. I wasn't too excited about the score, but I'm excited. I'm ready for football.
But Brook Hill is going to have to stop Grace Prep here on the first drive. It's going to be an interesting one here. So we got the three-man booth here.
Yeah, the three-headed monster now. And I was telling Vince as he came in that Brook Hill's going to have to figure out a way to stop this run. So, Vince, you got any ideas?
Well, since I just got here, figure it out. I heard they've been running the ball all night.
Yeah, that's been about it.
I'm surprised they've been able to run the ball on that cannonball defense. So, I don't know. I know Coach Hubbard pretty well now. Say, oh, wow.
Yeah,
And there he goes. LeHue is gone. Crossing the 35, and he is to the house.
Wow.
And
Well, welcome to the second half.
93-yard touchdown run for LeHue. Welcome to the game, Vince.
Well. Man, that's the first play I see. It's been like that all night.
Oh, man.
No,
Well,
that's the first time they've gotten loose tonight.
Yeah, that's the highlight of the night for sure. But, man. And Brett, the jack of all trades over there, working on the headset situation for
He gonna get me right.
Vince.
Yeah, he'll get me right.
Extra point attempt on the way. And Brook Hill got a piece of that one, guys. And so,
Vince, can we hear Vince now?
Hello? Am I better? I can't tell.
Wait. Try again, Vince.
Hello. Oh, okay. I'm starting to come in now.
yeah, we got a little bit, I think.
There we go. All right. Like I was gonna say, I've gotten to know Coach Hubbard here this past couple of months pretty well, and I know he's gonna have something planned for this second half. But if nothing else, come on, Brook Hill. Come on, guard. I drove 2 hours in the rain. Came through a flat tire and a broken windshield. See this?
Yeah.
So if I can show up for the game, so can you.
Hey,
Let's go.
man, I'm ready to run through a wall. I don't know about these guys. Golly.
Come on. They can get something going. They will. I believe in them.
I think we got the microphone situation back.
Cool.
You guys hear the crowd again here?
Yeah. Hopefully this guard offense will give them something to cheer about on this drive.
Yep. Kicking off for Arlington Grace Prep, we have, again, Mark Neely here. And still only a two-score game with the score 16-0. So we'll see if Brook Hill can get something going here.
Oh,
Ball picked up. He's got some room. That's Ryder Williams crossing the 40. And he's going to be taken out of bounds just across the 45-yard line, and that's a good start if you're Brook Hill.
Very good start.
Yeah, that's going to be Brook Hill's best starting field position so far, and so you just got to use that.
So tell me what the offense has been looking like tonight.
Well, we've seen a lot of run.
I know the score says 0, but tell me what's going on.
Yeah, a lot of run. I tell you, these Grace Prep linebackers are staying home, though. Brook Hill not able to get a lot going between the tackles
And
for sure.
they made a quarterback change, as Jonah McCowan is now back in the gun here at quarterback on this play. And he's going to go to Ryder Williams, and the ball is going to be dropped incomplete. So we'll see if we talked about this a little bit on the show, Learn about the two quarterbacks, Vince.
Oh, yeah.
And how you wanted to see a mix. Were they listening to the show?
Of course
Maybe
they
so.
were.
So if you didn't watch the show, my analysis of the offensive situation was that you have Jonah McCowan and you have Cam Rouse. And Cam has the ability to be poised under pressure in the pocket. He doesn't seem to possess the big arm that McCowan has. But he seems to handle himself when the play breaks down.
We'll see what McCown does. He drops back to pass. A good throw across the middle. A little long for Offrey. Incomplete.
And so with McCowan has a bigger arm, but when plays break down, you see him thinking more as to what the next move is. And that, like I said, that half a second to a second of him trying to process what his next move is or his option is, that's the difference between a sack or getting back to the line of scrimmage. So I thought they might mix him up a little bit.
So we'll see here. I don't know if there was a reason or they just decided to go with McCown here as he throws over to Offrey and another drop.
Yeah,
so 3 straight drops.
It was a drop, but he took a shot at Offrey.
He was. Well, not sure if he even caught it. It wouldn't have mattered there.
I would have dropped it.
So 3 and out for the guard here, and Rataj is in for the punting duties here. He'll be punting out to our man LaHue. He's back deep as he does it all. He punts, he returns punts.
Probably do your taxes.
He probably would. Rataj gets it away under pressure. Good punt by Rataj. Great bounce. Trickles down inside the 5. It's going to be right at the 5.
Woo.
Yeah, that wasn't a great snap. Rataj had to pick that up and field the ground ball, but boy, did he make something out of it, Vince.
Is that the best play of the night for Brook Hill right now?
You know what? It may be.
I mean, they did have a good punt earlier in the game, but then Grace Prep was able to drive it all the way down 85-plus yards for a score. So.
Yeah, I mean, Marlon Rataj, he's come in and he's pinned them back a couple of times, but this Grace Prep offense has found the combination to the lock that is this cannonball defense, guys.
Well, I hope to see some a sense of urgency with this defense here. Let's see what happens.
So we got LaHue. That's how the name is pronounced. We've been corrected on the chat.
LaHue, there we go.
So
we apologize for that.
Up the middle, and this time the D line of Brook Hill.
Is that Martinez? Who is it out there? Who's on that tackle?
Well, Oots is back out. You know, Oots is returned. Oots got a big play earlier.
My man Oots.
He jumped up and deflected a pass earlier.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it wasn't like he just got thrown off a bull a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't know if you knew he was a bull rider.
Yeah.
I did an interview with him at the beginning of the year, and I thought that was pretty cool. He was explaining that to me.
Yeah, you know, I thought he made a great play, and then Bret told me the story, and then I thought, how did he do that?
Comes off of like some kind of broken back, and man. So handoff this time. That's up the middle to our other guy, Prince.
Yeah,
it's been the 1-2 combination of LaHue and Prince.
I was just going to tell Vince that's been about it.
That's been it?
Yeah.
Well, and occasionally they've been going to Vaughn.
Yeah, Dominic Vaughn, he's out here on the split out on this near side of receiver right now, but he runs downhill too, so you do kind of have a 3-headed monster.
A shout out to Tim on the chat. He was the one that gave us the correction. And he says we're doing a nice job, so we appreciate the compliment.
Thank you, Tim.
And it's going to be LaHue again, and
there we go.
Big stop. That time is Martinez. There's your boy.
There he is. They were waiting on me. They knew I was on the way.
So
just for you, Vince.
Yeah.
Hey, the defense came to play as soon as Vince jumped in the booth there.
Hey, we'll take it.
Whatever we can get.
Yeah, sorry you had to get a flat tire, but whatever it takes.
Man, you know, that's just life.
So now back to punt for Grace Prep is Mark Neely. And Brook Hill looking to get good field position here.
They jumped, but they got back.
Woo. Not a time to pick up a penalty here. Good snap and pressure there, but he's able to get it away. And a fair catch called for.
Okay.
That's Witten at about the 38-yard line. So Brook Hill's going to get great field position.
Yeah.
You just said earlier that was the best field position. Now they even improve it even more.
Yeah, they're going to be on the plus side here across the river, so to speak, and see if they can punch this in, guys.
Yeah, let's see if Coach rallies the troops here. Let's go.
And we have not seen Durrett much either after that first few possessions.
Yeah, so Vince, we did see Durrett for a pretty heavy dose there on the first drive, and then he went off, and we thought he was just getting a break, catching his breath. But
yeah,
we hadn't seen him back in the ball game.
Actually, I see him down there with his helmet off, so I wonder if he's all right.
So McCowan back on for his second possession here, and it's 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Got a man, Ryder Williams across the middle. Nice throw, McCowan to Williams, and it's a big catch.
He had to get his rhythm.
Down, going to be marked down about the 15, guys.
Well, and that was a laser.
Now, you just talked about the arm, and there it was.
Yes.
Yeah, it's there. It's just, like I said, at times when plays break down, you see him thinking out there on
High
the field.
snap, and McCowan has nowhere to go.
Yeah, he thought about giving that one up the middle, and he should have.
There it is.
In hindsight.
And that kind of play is for Cam.
That's it. Yeah, you got it.
It's weird. It's like if you put them both together, you get a perfect quarterback. You get a perfect or almost perfect quarterback, I would say. But they're both good. I'm not talking any, down on them. I'm just
they're just two different quarterbacks.
Yeah, they're just two different, and it's sometimes you need one, sometimes you need the other.
How about you just put them both out there, and then you don't know who you're snapping to?
I wanted to say that to Coach last night. The other night on the show.
Nice trick play. So
McCowan set it up like a triple option, and you could just
He's in the gun by himself, throws it, and
missed that one.
Yeah, they miscommunicated. I don't know. Watley wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, that might have been a situation where he ran the wrong route.
Yeah, he even turned around by the time McCowan threw it. So now we're going to have a 3rd and 12. You think at this point you're in 2-down territory, I would imagine. And even though you have the kicker, but you don't really – you want a touchdown here. McCowan fakes the handoff to Watley. Looking for Williams again. And
there's a little bit of contact there, but I don't think it was enough to throw a flag.
Yeah, he wants the flag. There's Williams. But
well, they're going to have to kick. And our man, Zigby's going to come out, Vince. Now, we talk about warm-up. That one you thought was a punt?
Yeah.
I really think it was his kickoff.
It may have been.
This kid, he's going to probably –
he was booming it.
He might get to the track.
Yeah.
Aaron. It's
– what it was is I was walking with my head down, and I thought they'd shot the cannon. And I looked up, and there's a ball coming at me.
He kicks it like a cannon.
My guy Ziggs here, man. He got a big
He's going to line it up from 34 yards.
Let's see what he do with it.
Zigby's kick is up.
Plenty of leg.
And it's off to the left. No good. That's a weird thing because Zigby is normally pretty good. He's spot on. And
it must be something in there. Everything ain't just been going, going the right way today. I don't know what's going on.
Well, he had plenty of leg, too. He was just pushed it.
And I don't even think he got a good kick on it, honestly, because it didn't look – usually his kicks are real high, and it was kind of
they
low.
That arch to him, so.
Well, that's a tough break if you're Brook Hill because that was a really nice drive.
Yep, and so Lee Hughes is going to start 1st and 10 from the 20. Ball's tipped, picked off. Intercepted. I couldn't see who got the interception over there.
Give him another chance. Give him another chance.
Yeah,
looks like it was Rataj.
There's your cannonball defense,
there
fellas.
It is.
And so a missed field goal, but they get the ball right back. Now they got 1st and 10. Have a chance to maybe put it in the end zone. So the defense has woken up. Coach Vince, maybe go down to the sideline. And
I should go down there.
Oh, my gosh. Get this man to the sidelines. Coach Vince. And it looks like McCowan will be back out there, fellas.
Yeah, he's going to stay in. So 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Brook Hill looking to try to cut into this lead. They're going to hand off to Watt. No, McCowan keeps stiff arms, and then he meets another tackler, and he's got a third guy on him. And it's just, man, that's tough.
Really starting to think you do need both of them back there.
Right? What kind of – you don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know what's going to happen. Exactly.
You could have McCowan take the snap, hand off to Ryle, and he throws it.
Yeah.
Or
vice versa. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm playing Madden again, Vince. I don't know.
Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you just got to make it
So
simple.
2nd and 10. McCown's going to drop back to throw. He's going
time.
across the middle. He's got a man open. Oh, almost.
Oh.
Just overthrows Tyler Vining in the end zone.
TV
Oh, man.
almost with a prime time play.
Ooh.
Your nephew, Mr. Swinney.
I know. He almost had it.
Almost.
He was close. But honestly, it was just a little out of the reach. He just too much
it was.
zip on. I like the effort, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, that would have been big. Oh. So 3rd and 10. And the guard's coming out
I'd go for it
throwing.
again.
They're
Do it
coming
again.
out with McCown. They're throwing the ball. He's going to throw it again. He's got Ryder Williams on the sideline. Caught!
And
Knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
There it is.
I might throw Cam in right now. And let him
Yeah.
quarterback
Throw-
sneak it.
I'd go, yeah,
don't
Wildcat or something.
Yeah.
Hey, why not just put Alexander the Great in? Let him run it.
And let him have it. Yeah.
So McCown is going to give it to Watley, looking for a hole, and it's going to be tripped up just short.
Yeah, he put his shoulder down, did Watley, and he was looking
Yeah.
for it, but he got shoestrung there a little bit.
I think at this point there has to be something wrong with Durrett, because right here, this is where you would put him in,
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The way he runs the football.
Watley's a
something
good
must
back.
have
He's a
to-
freshman. He's just the size. You want someone that's going to bruise right here, and so we'll see.
Honestly, he was injured a couple of weeks back, so he may have re-aggravated that injury.
So up, and McCown is trying to keep it, looking for a hole, fighting for it, still fighting for it. He's going to be stopped.
Yeah, you got to protect the ball there if you're Jonah, because
I know you probably haven't practiced it, but you got to get up on the center.
Yeah.
You got to get up on the center and just push. That
The
helps.
tush push, is that what you're calling for?
That's right.
Hey. You got to do it.
And this is a game-breaking play, fellas, right here. I mean, you got the ball. You got to put this in.
You got to put this in.
I mean, this is 4-down territory right here.
Yeah, and remember, guys, this drive started with an interception, so this is a huge momentum swinging play, too, if you get there.
So here we go. McCowan's going to throw.
Got a man.
Open cut. End zone. Luke McNeil, touchdown guard.
Hail
All
to
right.
the victors.
So 2-yard
plays.
touchdown pass from McCowan to McNeil. And they're going to line up. And, well, they kind of lined up at the swinging gate, but
Yeah.
surely you go for it right
Yeah.
here.
In the old days, guys, the cannon would have fired right there.
Well, it's down there. Why don't they fire it?
Well, I've got a story, but we don't have that kind of time.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I don't know who's listening.
Oh,
And
okay.
a timeout.
It's one of those
in
stories.
Brook,
Yeah.
Brook
It's
Hill's
one
going
of
to take a
those.
timeout, fellas. An important 2-point conversion coming with 4:49 left in the third. We'll be right back here on NETsn. Back here on NETsn, big 2-point conversion for the guard. McGowan in the gun by himself. He's got some pressure coming. He's going to throw it up and overthrows Tyler Vining in the other corner of the end zone.
He had Tyler all alone.
But still, they got to score, so they've cut the lead to 10 here.
Yeah, still a two possession ball game. I don't know. I mean, obviously you go for two there, guys, but you're going to have to steal an extra possession again.
So here we go. We saw it earlier, Vince. We saw our man Zigbee, kick to himself and recover an onside kick to himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
is it? Could you do it here and get away with and kind of catch him off guard?
I'll just quote Kevin Garnett: "Anything is possible."
Anything is possible.
I mean, we'll see. We saw him do it. They gave him the belt that night. Remember that?
Yeah.
He made like 2 long field goals and he recovered the
He
onside
recovered
kick.
the onside kick, yeah. And I think he made a big tackle one time too, or something when they tried to return the ball. So
Zigbee's he's a big guy.
yeah, he's one of the biggest out there.
He could bring the wood for sure.
So here we go. We'll see what happens. He's going to take the steps back like he's going to kick it all the way. We'll see what he does here. And he's going to boot it through. No return needed there.
Look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about Ziggs? When I look at him, he strikes me as the kind of guy that doesn't say much. Doesn't have to say much. You know, I wonder how he does in school.
I don't know.
He just seems
All I
real
know
quiet.
is if you need a kicker, you should be looking at this kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Like at the next level, you'd be crazy not to come look at him.
I think he hasn't been kicking long either. Like he's fairly new to the kicking game. So I mean,
Which shows the amount of talent he has to do what he does.
so big possession here for the Guard, and see if they can get another stop. The defense is kind of honed it in the last couple possessions.
They've come alive a little bit, guys. Obviously, that pick on that last set up that last possession. So
And it's going to hand off. It's going to be to Prince.
You ain't getting it
And
that way.
short gain, 2 yards.
yeah, really nice job staying at home. Prince puts his foot into the ground and tries the cut, but the guard not having it.
Yeah.
So if they can continue to kind of keep Grace Prep from gaining more than a couple yards each play, they're going to be able to force the ball back to their offense here. Let's see.
Be a nice time for a TFL here.
Lehigh going to take it himself. Nope, he's thinking about it, blocking the back.
Yeah, where's the
And
flag?
didn't get a flag there.
Oh, man, that's tough.
And still only gained a few, but man, that should have been a block at the back.
Yeah,
That should
look
have
at Coach down there telling him. He put.
Coach Hubbard thought he pushed him down. Oh,
That's a tough one.
Talk to him, Coach.
This is a really good Tyler Chapter crew. But, man, you'd love to have the flag there.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they thought he was already going down. I don't know, but it was definitely a push on the back.
Yeah.
Vince, you got me going. I'm getting.
I can't.
Getting into the game here.
Yeah, we're
So 3rd and 6.
standing up here, guys. Standing room
And it's going to
only.
keep, and Lehigh is short. It's punt time here for Grace Prep. Man, I'm digging the Star
Death
Wars
March, yeah.
here, man. This is dun 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 dun. There we go, Vince.
Brett's getting out his lightsaber over here. Watch out. Watch out.
Back deep for the Guard. We've got Witten. Should be pretty good field position here for Brookhill after this punt.
If you're the guard, do you bring some pressure here, guys?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you need to. Now they're gonna play
don't
safe.
have to.
Punt away by Neely.
Let's see if he. No, he don't wanna
Fair
return it.
catch and
Yes.
he
wow.
bobbles it. Still on the ground
Get
and
on the ground.
Witten says, "I'll just take it."
Yeah.
You know. We got a scrum here at the 45-yard line.
Flags flying.
Oots is in the middle of that.
Yeah.
They don't want to mess with that guy.
No.
He's a bull rider.
Y'all know
Yeah,
he
he's a
rides
bull rider.
bulls, right?
Listen, he's tough as nails. So nah. I wouldn't
So
mess with him.
I'm gonna tell you what I think happened there with Witten. He fair caught that before he really realized how much room he had, and then he realized, I think, oh man, I had more room.
more room.
And he was
Yeah.
thinking about it, and then he didn't catch the ball. What do you think about it? I mean,
I think you're right. I
So
think
he looked down to see that he had the room and looked back up and it was like, oh, the ball was in.
yeah, because he could have returned that and there was a lot of
He could've.
space.
And I was just about to say, I wondered does he return this one?
Yeah, we've seen that. We saw that in the first half. He had a moment of indecision there on a ball inside the 10 on a punt, and he kind of got stuck there as well. So it's kind of like we were talking about with McCowan, that second that it takes you to process and how things can change. And that's unfortunately what happened to Witten, I think, is that he just the processor lagged a bit, and that's not a knock on him. You got a lot of things to think about as a punt returner.
Got holding on both teams. They're going to offset. Good. I think that's the right call from the referees.
Yeah.
Then you got unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams.
Yeah, that's going to go both ways as well.
Offset
And
those.
So 4 penalties there on one play.
Yeah.
We hadn't had a lot of those tonight. Not a lot of flags.
no, in fact, in the first half, we were wondering if the refs brought their flags.
Yeah.
I got to say, Grace Prep, they only scored 7 the first time they played this game. So they really came ready, obviously.
Well, as McCowan, nice completion.
Oh, nice job. Got it over to number 1. That's Westbrook.
Yeah, Brecken Westbrook, the junior, which I don't know when that happened. I've known Brecken for a long time. And
You know, it happens when you get old. I mean,
Gosh, I tell ya.
these kids get, then they're almost adults
man.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, speaking of Brecken, got to wish a happy birthday to his dad, Dr. Bradley Westbrook. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday,
okay.
Doc.
Guard win would be a good present.
That's
and
right.
a nice throw over to McNeely from McCown. He's got room. McNeely gets free. He crosses around the 40-yard line. It's going to be marked out of bounds just short of there at the 41.
Yeah, big first down, guys. And again, we talk about things that can swing momentum. The interception was one. That's a player that will do it right there.
Yep. So here we go. McCowan's kind of lighting the offense on fire here as he leads this drive. Hand off to Watley.
Oh, boy.
Breaks one tackle, and then he hit a brick wall.
Yeah,
Good
he did.
gosh. I think that's him again. I think that's that man again, Aaron.
I mean,
Melton.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
got hit by 4 different people.
yeah, he did. Melton. We were talking about Melton in the first half, Vince. He's one of the team captains, and boy, when you've got a leader, when you've got a captain, you want him. And if he's a middle linebacker, he better be Ray Lewis out there. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, if he's captain at linebacker, he must be something special.
yeah. I mean, you want a guy that controls the field, and he does.
So 2nd down and 12. Fakes the handoff.
Oh.
He's got a man. Oh, a lot of contact.
Lots of contact.
Ooh.
Brook Hill fans want a flag.
Intended there for Ryder Williams, but no flag there. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 now. Man, I don't know. That
I like that play.
it was good.
Just-
Yeah, just a
Did you think that? What did you think about the contact there, Vince? I mean, that was it.
there's been contact between them two the last couple of plays that I've noticed. So I'm
so-
wondering why the refs ain't called him.
McCowan rolls to his right, throws deep. He's got McNeil on the sideline. Oh, just overthrown.
Yeah, just over the shoulder, and McNeil just tried to one-hand that with the left hand as he was trying to.
When I talk about McCowan's big arm, what I'm starting to notice is he hasn't learned how to get that touch on it yet, where he can just let a little off of it, you know.
And they're going to bring on Rataj here to try to pin him deep. I think it's at this point you're not want to get too greedy. You know, still a whole quarter of left to play. You trust your defense. They've done a good job here in the second half.
They've really come on. Thanks, Vince. We're glad you're here.
I doubt it.
Minus that one play, and his mic wasn't working yet. So I think that's what it was.
That's what it was. The mic wasn't working yet, so.
So, they're
Guard
kind
to
of
look-
shifted in some weird formation. They're going to roll it over. They're going to throw, and it's open. Caught! It's Witten at the 20. Ball stripped. Ball picked up. It's picked up. It's touchdown. It's Williams. Oh no, it's Rataj. Rataj the punter with a touchdown.
That big man.
How do you
That's
say?
right.
Oh, you throw the pass, and you run the touchdown, and how do you do that?
How do you say?
Holy mackerel.
Hey guys, how do you
Wow,
say
guys.
touchdown in German?
Oh, my gosh, what a play.
Marlon
God.
Rataj does it all on that
My
play.
gosh.
Flag,
Is there a flag? No
down.
way.
Flag down, fellas.
Oh, my gosh. Where's the flag? I don't.
Yeah, there's a conference going on now with the officials.
My goodness, what a play. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that.
Man, that's called not giving up on the play.
The question I think is going to be,
They're going to trot the offense on, so something happened.
well, I think what they're going to do, and I'm not sure, but I think what they're going to do is they're going to mark this down where the fumble was recovered and say that he couldn't advance it. I don't know that that's the rule, but maybe it is. High
Man.
school rules tend to
High
be a
school,
little bit
yeah,
different.
they're a little
so
different.
I don't know, but that was an
And
incredible
that's why they
play.
had to think about it. Somebody knew, like, nah, you can't advance that.
So McCowan will get in the gun. He's going to hand off. That's up the middle. That's to number 28.
Oh, the ball comes out there as well.
Okay, all right, guys.
Now they're going deep in the depth chart here at the tailback. I don't even know. That's Hayden Watson, the sophomore in at tailback.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is Offrey out too? Because we haven't seen him or Durrett here in a while. So I don't know. Either way, McCowan Going to roll to his right. He's got a man open. Oh, that's McNeil again.
That's good defense.
Good defense. And you know who that was? Lehigh over there on defense.
Lehue.
That's right.
Excuse me.
We got it's two names. Lehue.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had good defensive covers there for Grace Prep. So, man.
So big third down here after what we thought was
a touchdown.
A guard touchdown. Now it's third and 8.
So 3rd and 8 for McGowan. He's got 5 wides here with an empty backfield and overthrows it kind of in between. I don't know if he either overthrew it Westbrook or he just straight up missed Witten there. I don't know. Couldn't tell who he was going to.
I mean, and unfortunately, that's going to bring up.
Do you kick it?
Yeah, I might bring out Ziggs.
I mean, you cut the lead to a one-score game.
To a one-score game, yeah.
Of course, guys, he had the miss earlier, so you wonder if that's in his head a bit. He hope not, of course, but
I wouldn't bet that he'd miss again. I wouldn't.
But it looks like the offense will stay out.
Okay.
Yep, they will. Here we go. 4th and 8.
They're coming. Uh-oh.
And Vining in the corner. Caught!
And that's
touchdown!
Touchdown!
Vining from McCowan.
Prime time TV.
Ooh. Touchdown guard.
And I mean, he dropped that one in there. He dropped that one in there. He looked like his daddy when he threw that one.
Yeah. That's my boy, TV. So the swinging gate in here, and
they'll swing it close
to the field goal.
Wow, that's Tyler's first touchdown, I believe, as a varsity
That
receiver.
It is. What a time to get it.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a playoff game. That's how you get noticed.
That's right.
PAT up.
You bet.
And it's good. With 10 seconds left in the third, the Guard have put up 13 straight. They now trail only by 3, 16-13. We'll be right back on NETsn.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
We are back here in Bullard, Texas. Brett Swinney alongside of me, Aaron Swink and Vincent Johnson. Guys, we got a comeback here led by Mr. Vincent Johnson. Man,
no, not led by me. Don't do me not led by me.
They've been waiting on you to get here. Me and Aaron, we weren't doing a very good job of getting them going there.
The coaches have a really good game plan, and like I said, sense of urgency. I said that earlier. Like that's the game plan.
A big touchdown shout. That's my nephew Tyler Vining. He caught that touchdown pass, and man, we got a new game here, guys.
Yeah.
It's been a complete minus the one play, that very first play for Grace Prep there. It's been all Brook Hill in this half.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, high school football, guys, is such a game of momentum, swings and runs.
And emotions.
It's almost like basketball in that sense, that it's all about making runs.
Yeah.
So Lehue, handoff to Prince.
Yeah,
we get about 3 or 4.
Yeah, Vince, we talked in the first half about this running back Prince, his ability to just make something out of nothing. A guy that's got a strong lower body, just keeps churning.
Yeah, because it didn't seem like there was much of a hole there, but he made, like you said, made something out of nothing.
So we go to the fourth quarter here. In Bullard on the campus of the Brook Hill Guard, the lead is now 3 for Grace Prep, 16-13. We've got a good one here coming to the fourth. Stay with us right here on NETsn. Action here on NETsn as Grace Prep has a second down and 6, sorry. And is that going to be another carry for Prince?
Yeah, he'll pick up about 4.
Yeah, they're going to mark him at about the 32-yard line, it looks like.
Maybe 3.
So a big third down. Man, if Brook Hill could get another stop right here and get the ball back, man, they keep the momentum going.
And imagine if the kick was good, it'd be a tie game right now.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, that missed field goal is looming large.
So here we go, big third down. The Guard faithful here on this home side are on their feet. So Lee Hugh is going to hand off to Prince, and Prince is going to pick up the first down.
He got it.
It's a big run by him.
Yeah. That's a good run.
So they can kind of take a deep breath. If you're a Grace Prep fan right now, you've kind of been thrown into a whirlwind, this comeback by the Guard. But that's a big first down for them.
Yeah, you know, they brought a pretty good crowd by TAPS Division III standards coming from Arlington looking across the way there.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. 1st and 10. LeHue looking for somebody. Nobody's there, and hit by Oots.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, LeHue kept that ball kind of out a little bit, and Oots had a chance there to really rattle him and maybe knock that loose.
You don't want Oots getting a hold of you.
No, you do not.
That man rides bulls.
Yeah.
Wow.
So a regular person is nothing, right? I mean,
and you said it right, Aaron. That man.
that is a man.
Mama, there goes that man.
There you are. There it is. There it is.
So here we go. 2nd down and 8. Handoff Prince up the middle. Nothing.
Stuffed right there.
He got maybe a yard, but
met by the guard.
There was a lot. Brecken Westbrook in there. Oots. And looks like one other. Is that Marcelo Martinez? I believe, as well in there on that tackle.
Yeah, we've called Marcelo's name quite a few times tonight. Really impressed with him.
So here we go. 3rd down and 7, guys. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to just run that up the middle. We'll see what Grace Prep throws out there.
Yeah, if you're the guard secondary, you got to be ready here.
I think they're going to put the ball in Lee Hugh's hands and let him make a play. We'll see. He rolls to the left. He's going to find a man and pick up the first.
Wow. Yeah, he just underneath.
That's a smart play.
Yeah.
That's our punter there that's been punting tonight, Mark Neely, with a big catch. And that's a huge first down.
Yeah, guys, you know, at the private school level, you have that. You got so many guys going both ways. And when you've got a guy that can be that effective as a punter and he's also a receiver, I mean, that is a huge plus.
Yeah.
So they're going to mark at the 50. So 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 50. LeHue going to hand off this time.
Oh,
and Prince switches arms. Smart play, and he's got some room outside, and he's going to be tracked down. Going to be around the 32-yard line is where they're going to mark it. So a big run by Prince. Man, that was smart right there. Y'all see that? He switched hands.
Yeah,
he was
he
going
sure did.
right
Yep.
to try to keep them from stripping the ball from him.
because Oots have been trying to strip the ball the whole time. I think he's learning from it.
Well, and Prince is going to take a breather. He's had a couple of runs, and he's going to grab some Gatorade or water on the sideline and take a break. This is a big possession right here because any kind of score in the end zone is going to make it a 2-possession game. So
yeah, this is a time for the guard. You're going to bow your neck.
This time they're going to hand it to Vaughn. He's got a hole up the middle.
There he goes.
And touchdown, Lions.
Yeah, Dominic Vaughn, he's a guy that they've not gone to a lot tonight, but when they have, he's had an impact, and he did it again.
So Vaughn with a 32-yard touchdown run right up the middle, guys. And nice job by the offensive line from Grace Prep there. I mean, I might have been able to run through that hole, guys. There was a pretty big hole there.
Yeah, they opened up a big hole.
Now, I might not be able to run that far. I would have ran out of gas.
And looking at their linemen.
But I could have gotten through the hole.
You'd be out of commission tomorrow, but.
Yeah. I've got enough adrenaline right now. I could have lasted a little bit, but I definitely I'd been on the IR for a few days. And an extra point blocked, and it's going to be called blow dead there. But so no good on the extra point. Every point counts here, guys. That's 2 points that Grace Prep has not cashed in on.
Yeah, it does, but it is a two possession game again. So,
but still plenty of time.
So if you stick it in here with us, Brook Hill hasn't given up yet.
And they're after it there.
Yeah.
But 8:56 left here in the game and plenty of time.
Got a couple of scores here.
All right, go for it, Vince.
So right now, it looks like the Chapel Hill game is just about over, with the score being 35-7 over LCM.
All right. So shout out to Coach Reardon and company. It's one of our games we have going. It's over on NETsn Live at NFHS.
And Wiley is beating Legacy right now, 23-14, with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
I haven't updated the Longview game yet, but at halftime it was 49-0.
Oh well, I think Longview is gonna.
I think that's pretty.
They're gonna handle that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Timpson final. I don't know if y'all talked about this earlier, but 68-7.
Oh, it was 54-0 at halftime.
That's what we call a bear attack.
And then Kilgore over Livingston right now. My last score was 21-0.
And kickoff goes and fielded by the guard. I think that's Witten again. He's going to get a nice little return.
Okay.
Yeah, nice burst there, and that'll be good field position again. If you're the guard, you got to use it, and you got to be efficient here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the 38-yard line. So 8:49 left. Still plenty of time. It is a 2-possession game, but when you got a kicker like a Zigbee, touchdown, field goal wins it. So it's definitely arranged. It really doesn't matter which order you go in. You want the touchdown obviously first if you can, but they need points every drive now.
Yeah.
So McCowan's still in. He's going to fake the handoff, looking for a man. He's got a man open, just overthrows him.
All right, so I'm starting to look at this now.
There's a flag on the play, though.
I don't think.
Was there a holding there on that? The receiver kind of had
He slowed up a little bit. I don't know if it was a hold or he couldn't find the ball, and then he sped up when he saw it.
I thought it might have been a little bit of a holding.
Maybe that's why he slowed. Okay.
There it is. There's the holding call.
Okay.
Yeah, good spot there, Brett.
Because it was like he was trying to fake the move, and he got him, and the defender grabbed a hold of him because he was beat.
I guess if you don't hold him, it's touchdown.
Yeah, he was already open even after he was held.
Yeah.
It just held him up where he couldn't get the connection with McCown.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. So automatic first down, 1st and 10. Now the ball's at the 45. McCowan. He's got a Vining open, a lot of contact, and that's going to be a flag.
The flags go flying.
Yeah.
So great job there.
Boy, that was a great slant, McCowan to Vining.
Yeah.
And the only way you were going to stop that is to do exactly what the Lions did.
Well,
and I almost want to say that was some pretty good as far as what you could have done defensively against that, because you're kind of beat on that quick slant.
But if you get a flag, can you do this? Like, oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Like, you just got a flag. You gave up you gave up yardage. That's
Yeah.
a 15-yard penalty.
For those of you that didn't see that, so Brett's mimicking the celebration there.
Like, he's like, no, you can't do that. Like
the defensive back, and you lose a little bit of that swagger when you've had a flag thrown on you.
I mean, it's kind of like you really didn't stop him. That's a 15-yard catch.
He probably thought he made the contact when the ball got there, but he was too early.
So first and 10 again for the guard at the Lion 45. McCowan looking deep. He's got a man open again. It's finding on the sideline. Caught. Oh, it's out of bounds.
It was pushed out.
Oh, nice play.
I need to
another
see a replay for that because I think he had that. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. So you've got this McCowan Divining connection looking pretty good. These guys, of course, both sons of former Jacksonville quarterbacks, and of course, Luka, an NFL quarterback as well. But boy, they are hooking up.
Rolls right.
Look,
Throws it deep. Another contact on the sideline. Another flag. Yep. Did he catch it? He caught it. What a catch.
Yes,
It's
sir.
Witten on the sideline, and it's going to be a flag also. What a catch by Witten.
It looked like he just
Woo.
reached out and
Hey,
dunked it in.
is that Jason Witten out there? Hold on. Hold on.
To say shades of Jason.
My goodness, Blake Witten. Maybe he's related.
Maybe he's related to him.
Oh man, what a catch! And the guard just chipping away down the sideline.
Well,
They're going to get the ball now at the 18-yard line of the Lions. First and 10 here. Still 8 minutes to go. A lot of pressure up there. McCowan steps away from it and gets rid of it. Ooh, that was dangerous right there. He threw it to the back of Witten. Witten had no idea he was throwing it to him. Woo, man.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about a guy hearing footsteps there. McCowan didn't have a lot of time to make a decision, and unfortunately didn't make the best one.
And those the ones when I talk about, like, you know, when the play breaks down, just get out of there. Don't worry about throwing. Just get out of there.
So here we
Get
go.
back to the line of
Second and
scrimmage.
10. They're bringing pressure again. He's got a man open. It's caught. It's McNeil. He's going to get a nice chunk there on second down.
It was a nice screen set up on this outside by Breck and Westbrook, and McNeil was trying to get out there and get around him, but he just couldn't quite make it. But Westbrook had his man locked up.
So third down and 5. Ball spotted at the Lion 13-yard line here.
Huge third down, fellas.
See if Lions bring some pressure. They do. Here comes the pressure. Oh, almost grabs his helmet. McCowan's just ambushed.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Do you call?
That Lion defender, he is up around the head of McCowan.
I feel like that should be a penalty, but I guess the refs don't
He
feel
kind
like I
of,
feel.
he almost was going so fast through there, he just missed the helmet. Kind of almost took his head off, but so Zigby's going to line up for that field goal.
We talked about
Ziggs.
Yeah, we talked about the combination of the touchdown, the field goal. They're going to try to get the 3 here.
It's going to be a 42-yard field goal attempt for a Zigby.
Left hash.
You got this, buddy. Come on.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it's no good.
Just missed it. He pushed it.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, that's 2 tonight for Zigby.
Wow.
That looked really good, too.
Ooh, sure did. Gosh.
That's all right. That's all right, big man. It happens to the best of us.
I'll tell you what, that's a 42-yard kick, though, guys. And that
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that had plenty of leg, but we're talking about a high school kicker who, I mean, look, that is a low percentage kick, and he gave it a great effort. You know what? He is the most upset on the Brook Hill sideline.
Oh,
And
yeah.
what that tells me is that he really cares about what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good at what he does, and let's see if the defense can get him some more chances here as Prince spins out of a tackle and rumbles down and crosses the 35, which is going to pick up the first down. They're going to mark him about the 39. Nice run there on first down for Prince.
I'll tell you what, guys, Zigby's down and talking with the coach and got his head down a bit, but and it's tough, but boy, you're going to have to shake that off because they're going to need him, and he's the kind of guy who can still step up in a clutch situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He's taking it hard right now, but he'll be all right.
So the guard need a stop here. And soon down 2 possessions. Lee Hugh. It's going to be Prince again. Up the middle and stopped at about the 44-yard line.
Well, and Vince, unfortunately, as we were saying earlier, you were kind of asking us to catch you up on the first half, and we were talking about Prince and Lee Hughes running being the bread and butter, and it looks like the Lions can just kind of go back at it now.
Yeah.
And they can bleed a clock when they do that.
They need a stop with a little to no gain here. Lee Hugh fakes it. He's going to keep.
Good shot.
And breaks the tackle. Lee Hugh breaks through the guard's defense, and he could be gone. 5, touchdown.
Wow.
Well, and again, guys, you had hands on him in the backfield.
You did.
56-yard touchdown run from Lee Hugh, and that's going to be a tough one right there. Now, I will say if they do kick the extra point here, we're still at a 2-score game.
Yep.
But now it's a 2-touchdown game, so it's going to be a little more difficult for the guard here.
That guy runs with purpose.
Grace Prep now is going to line up for the PAT here.
Gentlemen, I was not here in week 6. Unfortunately, I had a Jacksonville game, but followed that one and saw that score. And, boy, this must be a completely different Grace Prep team. A different look that you get with this guy at quarterback in Lee Hugh.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to think about going for 2 here and maybe just try to put it out of reach right here. They're going to take a timeout to discuss it. We'll take it with them. 5:06 left here in the game as Grace Prep now leads 28-13 right here on NETsn.
That touchdown was sponsored by Precision Scanning Services. Precision Scanning Services specialize in EMI inspection and hydro testing in the oil field industry. Give them a call today at 432-269-8544.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
.506 left in the game. We got a 2-point conversion attempt here by Grace Prep that would kind of put the game out of reach, or possibly.
It'd be
Lee Hugh,
very tough.
And it's good.
Yeah.
He's got his man. That's number 6 again, Neely. And that puts them up 3 scores now at a 30-13 lead.
Yeah, and guys, I mean, nothing's impossible. I mean, 5 minutes, but boy,
We've
I'll tell
seen
you
some
what.
stuff before, but
Yeah.
boy, I tell you, it's tough.
It's tough. I mean, you can't miss a step if you're Brook Hill from here on in.
Yeah, it's just they've had a really good season, and you hate to see them get to host a playoff game and it just end this way.
But you know, Brett, we talk about this on our show a lot. You got to be playing your best football right now. You know, the way they played them earlier on in the season, I don't want to say Brook Hill was playing their best. I just feel like tonight was just an off night, whereas Grace Prep came in prepared.
Yeah. Well, and we don't know what happened. We've got a lot of guys not available that we see.
That's true. That too. So if Durrett was out there, I'd feel like you have some more options.
Yeah, you look at Durrett. I mean, obviously he was kind of the star of that game last week. And if he's out there, this is maybe we're talking about a different ball game.
He can average anywhere between 4 to 6 yards per carry. Easily the way he runs.
You also have guys. You didn't have Offrey out there either. You had your third string and fourth string tailback out there. Now they did throw the ball around a lot, but they didn't have anybody they could consistently go to on a run play to kind of balance that out. So Neely set the kick off, and the ball falls off the tee, so he'll replace it.
Falls again.
Man.
Oh, man.
They've got to get somebody to hold it.
Yep. Send out a holder. Don't think there's a ton of wind down there, but.
Yeah, the flag's not moving a whole lot. I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Yeah, but they will have a holder here.
You don't see that a whole lot, a holder on a kickoff.
You don't.
So Neely will now kick off, and it's going to go to Whitten again. He's going to fake it to Ryder Williams. He's got a little room on this side.
Yeah, that's a really nice fake.
And still only able to get to about the 29-yard line, though. Nice return coverage by Grace Prep.
So a 17-point ball game, gentlemen, 4:56 to go. You got to pull out all the stops.
Yeah, you got to, whatever you got in the bag,
Yep.
you got to have it now.
Yeah, empty the arsenal at this point, yeah.
Dare we say, fire the cannons.
Yeah. Whatever it takes, right? I mean, at this point, you're going to go 4 wides and 1 back in the backfield with McCowan. He's going to throw a little short little plays. Vining catches it, trying to make a move. Crosses the 30 out to about the 31, so gain of 2.
Yeah, the time for the short screen plays, though, is about gone.
Is it about to expire?
Yeah, you got to go downfield.
So here we go.
It's time to go downfield.
Well,
and almost.
That's almost intercepted, and that would have been
double coverage too. You got to.
That was going end zone. I think maybe.
that would have made it basketball season, fellas.
And speaking of basketball, I got to go watch the Brook Hill Lady Guard the other night.
Yeah,
big win over Gorman, man. They're just destroying folks. And a good start for the Lady Guard. I'm sure the Coach Agnew and his guys will be getting started here soon. It's a high snap to McCown. He's rolling right. Got a lot of pressure, and lucky not to throw that to an interception. Intended for Westbrook over there on the far side.
Yeah, Brecken did a nice job climbing the ladder there to try to get it, but he was taking a shot from the back right as McCown was getting hit. That play was just blown up.
He was almost playing defense over there.
He was. It's one of those where you can't take an interception. About anything else could happen, but you can't take a pick.
So 4th and 8 now, as the Guard need 8 yards to keep what little hope they have left alive here. Cowan, high snap, hills it, looking deep. He's got Vining on the sideline.
He caught it.
And they're going to say out of bounds.
Oh, I don't know about that, fellas. Of course,
come on. It's the second time you've done that, ref.
Yeah,
come on.
No replay at this level, but that's unfortunate. Well, I'll tell you what, Tyler Vining has come on here in this second half.
Yeah. Never played receiver.
Yeah.
Anything but quarterback. He's never played anything else before this year. So he came in and filled what they needed. So.
Yeah, he came in willing to be a team player. And he'll have one more year here, and boy, he could be special.
Yeah, I agree.
Comes from a great pedigree, great family, and he's a fantastic athlete as well. Handoff straight ahead here.
Oh, my goodness, as Prince is breaking free inside the 10.
Now.
Man, it's going to be marked down. Looks like around the 6 there. 1st and goal for Grace Prep.
Well, they just cut off the lights over at the Brook Hill Ballpark, and unfortunately, it may be turn out the lights, the party's over.
Yeah,
for the Guard.
And the softball field may be next, Aaron.
Yeah.
Come on, Guard. Finish strong. Had a good year, good season.
They certainly did, and to see this program just continue to be strong every year is pretty special. Handoff straight ahead.
And Prince kind of backs his way inside the 5. Is going to be marked 3, about the 3 maybe.
Vince, I was telling Bret earlier in the game that I started school here when this was an old soccer field. This stadium wasn't even here, and to see this program come to where they have and have the success they've had, multiple state championships, and just a perennial playoff team now, it's pretty special.
We're moving up to a new classification next year. It will be an interesting district. I don't know if you've seen the new district, but 3 Austin schools.
And Grace, Tyler Grace.
Grace will be back in the district.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, Division II.
Ball loose. Prince picks it up. And looks like Brook Hill will take a timeout. But, yeah, it's going to be an interesting district. We will be covering Brook Hill football next year. Our goal is to cover the entire season here on NETsn. So, but, yeah, we have 3 Austin schools. You have 2 schools in the Dallas area, and then you have Grace here locally. So, I think it's a 7-team district. So hopefully, the district this year was so little, they only had 3 district games. It's going to be a little bit different season next year.
And of course, unfortunately, you had a team. I believe it was Dallas Shelton, that was not able to field a team. I believe you had them drop. Is my understanding? Because I know
and All Saints did an independent schedule. So.
Right, because I know Brook Hill had to add the late season non-district game against the Houston Village School. Mm-hmm. And so it'll be a whole different ball game in TAPS Division II next year. And I'll tell you what, Brook Hill versus Grace, guys, is just something special. But when you put those two in a district in any sport, it's Katie bar the door. Grace Week, I'll tell you what, to be a Brook Hill student on Grace Week is something else. And so, man, these kids that are going to get to experience that as a district contest next year, makes you want to go back to school.
It's gonna be really interesting. Got a lot of talent coming back on this Brook Hill team as well, so it'll be a season. We'll be on to basketball here, and we'll have Brook Hill basketball here on NETsn. We're doing the Brook Hill tournament, so more information about that will be coming out soon. We'll have the entire tournament here on NETsn.
Yeah, the Brook Hill Classic, always a great tournament. It has been for years, and one of those destination tournaments here in East Texas. And Brook Hill, and then
now if you're working during the day, you'll be able to watch it.
There you go.
So, Vince, you got any thoughts here as we kind of wrap up the Brook Hill coverage for the season?
I gotta say, I wish we were talking about Brook Hill moving forward, but I will say I'm proud of what they've been able to do. They got some really great kids. They got some young talent that is going to mature, and you look to see them do bigger things next year. And as far as Grace Prep, let me give them some props because, a lot of people looked at this game and they said, oh, that's the team you beat, 28-7, or I think that's what the score was. And, it'll be easy. And Coach Hubbard called it. He said it's hard to beat a team twice. I said, you're right.
Yeah.
And again, they came prepared and they did everything they had to do to make sure that they would come out on top.
And Lee Hughes going to keep. He's going to throw it, and exclamation point as he throws the touchdown pass. That's number 11, Jacob Smith.
Yeah, I think that's his first touch of the night.
And then we got some flags going here in the end zone.
Well, this is just going to be frustration, fellas, I think, after the play, which is understandable.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this game was so close not that long ago, and it's kind of broken open.
Yeah, I mean, when McCowan hit Vining for that touchdown, it really felt like that Brook Hill had all the momentum.
Yeah,
and we were going to be talking about a comeback victory, and it just you could feel it. I mean, the fans were on their feet, and then Grace Prep just got back to their bread and butter.
It was that 40-yarder that the quarterback keeper.
Yeah,
that I think just took the air out of the sail.
Well, that's it, because he had the 90-plus yarder to open the half, and then
That's right. Yeah.
he hits you again, and you just think, oh man, more of the same.
There's going to be a legal man downfield on that, so that touchdown will not count. So it'll come back, and now Grace Prep will take a timeout. But yeah, guys, I mean we've talked about this is our first year to do Brook Hill football. We did basketball, baseball, and softball last year, but it's been a fun season. I'm excited to get to expand our coverage and do all the games next year. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so I think they've got a lot of guys come back. They're going to lose some guys. Just looking down this roster, fellas, some guys, senior, you got Ryder Williams, Xavier Kendrick, Colton Richards, Rataj, the punter. He's going to be missed. McCowan, of course, had a great night tonight. You got, let's see, some other guys that have put some game time in here. You got Luke Middleton.
Yeah, Luke was a team captain, went out.
A Zigbee. I mean.
Yeah, and
Alexander the Great.
Alexander the Great. Yeah.
Yeah, Zigbee a guy.
Luke Cundiff. You got some guys that are going to miss. As the pass goes into the end zone and it's incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on down. So Brook Hill will get the ball with 2:19 left.
You know what, guys? If you're Brook Hill right here, go down and get a score.
Yeah.
Finish this thing out with
finish strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For some of those guys, for some of these guys, they may not ever put on pads again. So yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Let's go down the field.
Let's see what they trot out here. And McCown will stay in the game. Looks like you're going to keep most of the guys that have been in the game right now.
Yeah,
so,
Ryder Williams is with him in the backfield.
So 1st and 10 from the 14, McCowan. Throwing it deep on the sideline. It is Williams.
Caught.
Yeah, nice catch for Williams.
Yeah.
It's going to be enough for the first down. It's good to see they're still going at it and trying to maybe try to put some points up here.
Yeah, try to get something.
Cowan, back to pass again. A lot of pressure. Little short screen. That's Luke McNeil, and not a lot of room there. They're going to give him a couple.
Yeah, but they've had a nice connection tonight, McCowan and McNeil, guys. Unfortunately, I didn't get to work as many games as you have. But has that been one we've seen through the season? I mean, it looks like they've got a pretty good rhythm.
Well, not so much so. It's
Okay.
just
well, and of course, I know there was those games that McCowan did not start. But
yeah, so there was.
Yeah, Ryder Williams has been consistent out there.
Yeah.
Vining's come on late.
I'm trying to think when he got swapped up. That was probably like week 4.
You had Kendrick earlier in the season when he was playing. Xavier Kendrick was another one.
Mm-hmm.
But predominantly when they've had Ryle they've been more of a short throw run team.
Mm-hmm.
And McCowan got McNeil caught.
Good catch.
Nice catch by Luke McNeil.
Good job.
And they're going to mark him at the way back there, 45. I thought he was farther than that. I don't know about that spot.
Not
I
real
don't think the
sure
ref
either.
was paying attention.
I don't think he was either. McCowan looking to this near side. He's got Vining. He's just going to make sure he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, nice little out route there. Smart play by Vining. Just making sure.
Probably
he gets out,
could have went farther up, but he was making sure he got out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just good situational awareness to know where you are in the ball game and that you need to conserve time.
So 1:31 left here, and 2nd down and 5. Cowan. Look over to his right. It's got another man open, and it's caught. That's
First
McNeil
down.
again.
Yeah, he's slung out of bounds. But, hey, I'll tell you what, this Brook Hill offensive line has kept McCowan pretty clean, and they did a really nice job there giving him a good pocket. I know these are guys we don't call these names very often, but, man.
Yeah, the big uglies up front have been
the hog
good.
mollies.
I used to play offensive line. My coach used to say all the time, only 2 people love you. in this world. That's me and your mama.
That's right.
Pass intended for McNeil on this side. And
Yeah, and your quarterback.
And your quarterback, yeah.
If you're doing your job.
If you're doing your job, yeah, your quarterback loves you. He should. He better.
Yes.
but if you ain't doing your job, he ain't liking you too good.
You're gonna hear. You're gonna hear about it. But these guard offensive linemen have done a nice job tonight, keeping both quarterbacks pretty clean.
So 2nd and 10 from the 43. McCowan.
Oh,
He's got some
there you
room.
go.
He's going to
Go.
take off running
Go.
with it.
No, what do
And
you,
he
you know,
cuts
no,
it back.
no.
He's trying to get out of bounds. Nice run by
Really nice
McCowan
cut.
at about the 30-yard line.
You know, his dad his dad in the NFL would every now and then Luke would have one of those.
Yeah.
Nobody saw it coming.
Yeah.
Nice to see that there's still some of that deceptive McCowan foot speed.
McCowan is going to step up in the pocket.
He's going to launch this
Throws
one.
it off to the far side. Caught by Neely over there in the
Pass is complete.
– or is that Witten? Let's say it's Witten over there.
Yeah, and he was wide open. Breakdown in coverage it looked like, but
Yeah.
great job by Witten.
And that was a tough throw. He threw it all the way across the field. That's one of
Yeah,
those
he
that's
did.
tough.
That, sometimes those are picks. Sometimes.
So 1st and goal now for the guard. Ball at the 9-yard line. Cowan's going to roll over here to his left. He's got a lot of pressure.
pressure, bang.
And he throws it up for grabs, and it's
Can't do
picked
that.
off.
Oh, man.
And that's
You got
Well,
5
oh,
years
it's
of-
Lee Hugh, and he's gone.
Oh, and who else? Who else but Lee Hugh?
Wow, what an end of the game for Grace Prep. Lee Hugh
I
with
hate
a
that to be his last throw.
99-yard touchdown return on the pick there for Lee Hugh. And wow.
Guys, okay, Lee Hugh has had a 90-plus yard rush from scrimmage, a 45-yard, was about a 95-yarder, I think, a 45-yarder, and that was what did you say, 90?
It was right at the end zone where
It
he
had to
picked
be
it.
90.
He caught it
99.
at the 1.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know that I've ever seen one player
he's pretty-
have that big a night on both sides of the ball.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
How about Nettles?
Nettles. I was gonna say
Nettles
I
pretty
seen
good.
one other guy do some things.
yeah.
He's up for the player of the year for on Dave Campbell's. He's in the top 15 there, Will
okay.
Nettles. Yeah. Point up's good, and that's going to make the score now 37-13.
Well, and this
41 seconds to go, guys. Man.
Guys, I got to tell you, this is one of those that you're going to look at the score and you're going to say, if you weren't here, yeah, they just blew them out. Brook Hill was never in the game. That was not the case.
Yeah, you go back 8 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago. It was a different vibe to this game.
Yeah. Like you said, Vince, I think that the touchdown run, he broke off.
It just
That was
sucked
it.
the air out of
And
the room.
and it's not a Zigby's fault, but the 2 missed field goals were
Those are
And
they're
those hurt.
heartbreaking
Those
as
are
far
big.
as because when you go up there, you think you have 3. You've got a guy that's done that
That's
all
been
season long,
automatic all year.
and then he misses 2 field goals, and you had 6 points that you could have had on the board that could have kept the momentum going,
Yeah.
and it kind of flattened your momentum.
Well, instead of it becoming a one-score game where it was or wherever it was that Brook Hill had brought the game back to, it would have been tied. There was a point at
it would
which
have been tied.
there
right
was a
then.
point at which the game would have been tied.
Yeah.
Which again, you're not pointing a finger at Ozigby.
Oh,
No,
Not at all.
No.
It's just
But
the
it's
plays,
just-
the little plays in the
You
game
know,
that make the
moments
difference.
like that happen.
Yeah.
And honestly, I hate to say it like this, but it's those moments that make
Yeah.
you. You know,
Yeah. Well,
like there is no success without failure at times.
that's right.
You know.
That's right. And
A little squib
little
kick.
squib kick here.
Going to be fielded, and look like Watley takes a knee at the 32-yard line. So Brook Hill will have the ball now. 41 seconds left in the season for the guard, and man, I just feel for those kids right now because this
Yeah.
game is not a 37-13
It's
margin.
not.
It is not.
not.
And
And I'm telling you, I know they're going to wake up tomorrow and say, man, I want to run this back.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want one more shot at him.
But I tell you what, and it was Tim, I think, that corrected our pronunciation on Caden Leahue's last name. I wonder if Tim knows if any colleges are looking at Caden, because let me tell you what, Grace Prep's got a ball player.
Yes, they do.
They sure do.
Best of luck to these guys. They'll be taking on Lubbock Trinity Christian next week, and boy, you'd like to see them make a deep run now.
So Cowan hands off up the middle this time. That's going to be, I think it's 28. Our tailback that came in, Hayden Watson.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're just going to let the clock run here, looks like. And that's going to be the end of the game here. Guys, we got any scores from the finals as we wrap up tonight? I know there's some games that came on at 7, so we probably have some good finals.
So if you're here with us, but our sister channel or whatever you want,
other crew,
our other crew, Center, they are playing Gilmer right now. The score is 69-42 with about 35 seconds left in the game.
Was the first one to 60 wins? I think Gilmer, Gilmer made that happen.
It kind of picked up. It was all Gilmer at one point, and then Center finally started to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, we felt like that one would be a shootout. Both of those teams can score.
I've been
Not a lot
watching
of
here.
defense, but
This last, about 10 minutes was just that. It just back and forth scoring between them.
How about this one, Vince? DCAB 30, ARP 28 in the fourth quarter.
wow.
Okay.
That's a good one. We need to see if that game's going on, because I know ARP ISD had that one. Alzamora and his group had that game, I believe, live on their page.
Yep. Mike does a great job.
Looks like just looking at the score here. Let's see. Well, I thought I had it there, but it's tied 36 apiece. ARP and DeKalb are tied there in the fourth quarter. I don't know the time or anything, but that's one of our pick'em games of the week.
Yeah.
Aaron, what'd you think?
Hey,
first NETsn live broadcast.
Gentlemen, I really enjoyed it. Obviously, we wish the result were different for the Guard, but had a lot of fun. Glad to be here. And, boy, just watching the fight of this Brook Hill team in the second half, they made me proud. I'll say that. You got an old guy, class of 04 up here, and I could not be more proud of these guys the way they fought tonight, especially that second half where they'd been hit in the mouth in that first half and just didn't have the ball much, and came out in the second half and just looked like a different team. And unfortunately, it was too much. Grace Prep in the end, but man, as these guys, these seniors down there holding their cannons in the air as Hail to the Victors plays for the last time here on Young Field, boy, they can be proud, and their families and this school can be proud of these guys.
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for all you guys that tuned in all season for us. One last time, y'all, if y'all will like our video, I know that we've had people watching from Mexico, from Finland,
From
Germany.
I was going to say from all around the country, but outside the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got people watching from all over.
Hey, the Guard family, the Brook Hill family is worldwide.
We even had some people watching from Grace Prep tonight. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations to you guys.
Congratulations, guys.
I mean,
absolutely.
They played a great game, and
great football team, and boy, I tell you what, Caden Leahue. Somebody better be.
Good luck to Lubbock.
Good
luck to Lubbock Trinity Christian next week. They're going to need it because
my
I think they got their hands full. But guys, that's going to do it for the broadcast this evening. Shout out to our camera / scoreboard operators. So now you got Isaiah in here doing the scoreboard. Now he did the camera earlier. Jalen's up top doing the camera now.
Yeah, great work from those guys.
We appreciate it for my man Vincent Johnson. And Aaron, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, Brett, thanks very much.
Thank you, sir. We had to bring our own attorney in, Vince, because you got the counselor Shires on one broadcast. Now we got our own attorney.
There you go.
You got Aaron Swink here with us.
Absolutely.
Again, thanks for joining us tonight. Again, your final here, 37-13, as Brook Hill ends their season at 7-4, and Grace Prep moves on to the next round. It's on to basketball season for Brook Hill. If you're a Brook Hill fan, don't worry. We've got basketball games coming up on the network. But thanks for joining us this season, and be looking for stuff for next year. We're going to expand our broadcast to football next season. I'm Brett Swinney, guys. I'm going to close out. Everybody have a safe and fun weekend, and we'll see you next week on NETsn. We still have games. Football playoffs continue next week right here on NETsn. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Here at L4 Media, we talk high school football, 4A, 3A, and 2A in Texas. We talk East Texas sports. We talk NFL, guy talk, movie and booze. We also talk wrestling and so much more. So like and subscribe and check us out.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.